Just listen. If you're one of the lucky people out there who can actually play this game at the maximum settings, I'm lucky enough to be able to play this at 4K at 80 to 90 frames a second. There is a real beauty to this game, and YouTube really does butcher the quality. You don't really get to see on YouTube the quality that I'm actually playing at. But there's also the aspect of the audio. A lot of times on DayZ videos, people run around, it's all about the action, the PvP. But for somebody like myself, who loves the great outdoors, there is such an inherent beauty of this game that I think is unappreciated. The vast majority of the servers in DayZ are daytime only, and I think that is a real shame. Because this game in dusk and dawn, especially when it's foggy first thing in the morning as the sun rises through the trees, I don't think there's another game that is this open and expansive that looks this beautiful, honestly. Even my days in 16AA, which was a very, very serious Arma 3 milsim group, I don't remember Generous looking or feeling this realistic, this beautiful, or the audio on the weapons without using GSRS mod and some of the other ones, sounding this good and feeling as immersive for me as DayZ can be. While I enjoy playing with other people in a group, there is something about being lone wolf out in the wilderness and surviving on your own. A lot of people seem to think this game is just purely PvP, but as you've seen in many of my other tutorial videos, there is a vast amount of things in this game to learn. Hunting, fishing, farming, base building. The list really, really does go on. Learning the map, learning the locations, learning cool little tactics, learning where the players go and the interactions happen. That sense of seeing another player and the adrenaline rush, or even coming and finding somebody out in the middle of nowhere and there's actually a meaningful engagement that isn't kill on sight. On screen you can see I play with absolutely no HUD. Occasionally I will put it on if I've got multiple items in that HUD. I'm not sure which item I should be carrying, but I find this is the best way for me to be immersed within the world, and I get much more enjoyment from it. In the next video that I release for DayZ, we're going to be discussing first-person view versus third-person view, and the benefits and pros to both, and what I actually feel about both those modes when it comes to DayZ. So if this is something that's of interest to you and you'd like to join in on that discussion, then please watch out for my next video and leave a comment and let me know what you think about that video. Where I am now in Generous, I've got absolutely no idea. While entering this server and coming across a fairly new spawn, I found this tiny little military base. Let's go in. Try and play this a little bit tactically, and if there's any zombies, I'm going to drop them. That actually sounded really quite loud, even though there is a suppressor on. Suppressors were supposed to be fixed in 1.4, meaning they were a lot more effective and realistic sounding. Maybe that is quiet. I've never actually fired one of these weapons in real life. There is an opportunity for me as I work in, let's just say I work in an industry, well, I work in the visual effects industry. And where I work, we have a professional audio studio. So I may have the opportunity to be able to create some more zombie voices for a mod, possibly. But what I need to remember is that these are actually infected humans, they're not demons. So the opportunity to gargle water and make it sound like blood spilling out of my mouth and the terror and screams in the night would be amazing. I think that's probably in an avenue and an aspect of the game that's probably something in my head. I imagine certain mods where the zombie's eyes would glow red at night and maybe a huge demon would come out, you know, that sort of game. But that's running too far away from the history of this title and what the game is really all about. It's actually about human infection, the infected Generous, and you are one of the survivors. If you've made it this far, I would like to thank you for some of the kind comments on the last video I uploaded. When I said that, I felt like the channel was dying a little bit. A lot of you came and left me some nice supportive comments. Still find it kind of strange that my subscriber base is increasing on average 7 to 8 per day, and yet the view count on the videos hasn't risen. So there's something strange going on. People are subscribing but they're not actually watching the videos, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. And while a few of you have said, why are you creating YouTube videos and why does it worry you if you create them? It's never been about the money. I think I've made £70 in 5 years, and you don't qualify until you make £60 a month, and we're nowhere near that. So it's not about the money, it's not about a career doing YouTube videos. It is a hobby and something fun, but it's nice to get some recognition for the videos that you actually create, and it's nice to know that people actually enjoy the content that you create. That's all it is. So when you hear me grumbling on some of these videos about the channel feeling like it's not going anywhere or doing very well, it is simply just a matter of, for the amount of subscribers that I have, only 4% of my subscribers are actually looking at my videos. So that's all it is. It's just a little bit disheartening. But I can't complain when I'm in DayZ with a Yorkshire flat cap on. Even though my jacket does need a wash, it does look a little bit like me, actually. Some of you have mentioned in one of the comments whether I would do a live stream. I did used to live stream, should I say, on my box of... sorry, not my box of demons. What was the last one? Skull and Bones. Now, if you weren't aware, Skull and Bones channel was closed down by YouTube because I made videos taking the mick out of SJWs, and they said that my channel was pro-war because of some of the games that I played, which is ridiculous because the games that I play now are pretty much the same games I played back then. I played a lot of Insurgency, and I can't even remember what other games there was now. But they didn't like the content, they didn't like the fact that I swore, they didn't like, let's just say, my leanings towards the right rather than being a liberal, my constant jokes about Antifa, and my stupid Yorkshire humour. So I realised with this channel, a lot of my earlier DayZ videos, I'm pushing that line a little bit. I hate YouTube, I hate Google, I hate Gillette, and I hate Nike. I think they should all be closed down or regulated. They're ultimately biased, and the reason, as I've mentioned before, that my videos don't appear on page 1, they're usually on page 5 and 6, is that I've been classed as a troublesome channel and person here on YouTube, and they delist you and put you further down the ranking, and you won't get your suggested videos on similar videos, which is why my channel is really struggling. But that's why. So F the lot of them, to be honest with you. But anyway, this has been a quiet, beautiful, relaxing walk out here in the woods with my flat cap on. Something different, something chilled, something relaxed. As I mentioned, my next video will be about third person versus first person, so it'd be nice if you could thumbs up, subscribe and share this video if you'd be so kind, and help a small channel keep the enthusiasm up. But in the meantime, here in Generous, I shall see you in another DayZ video coming real soon, and possibly a live stream. Thanks for watching. I've been Boxer Demons.